The next item in terms of how to schedule is to refer to your estimate to be sure that your labor hours correspond to actual money available. And I mentioned this already, but just to go back over it to say, when you're doing your schedule, you want to be taking those labor hours, labor dollars, dividing them by cost per hour, and that'll give you number of hours that you have to spend on that task. And then look at your schedule to see if that makes sense in terms of the real work that has to be done on the job. The next thing is to think about concurrent versus consecutive actions. And be careful not to stay in your rut. Now basically what this means, and I vaguely referred to it a second ago, is that in order for a lead carpenter to stay on a job while the job is going, sometimes they have to get out of our normal sequences. For example, sometimes you're going to want to get all your subs in there at the same time so they can work out their own little problems in terms of who gets this space and who gets that space. In other occasions, you can't have all those people in there. You have to bring them in one at a time. And so I would encourage you to see each job as a separate job that doesn't follow the exact same pattern as another job. The other thing that is important here is that I found through doing this on jobs myself was the more I could put up front in a project, the less hectic the end of the job was. And so I had a tendency to take things that I normally would consider to come one right after the other, that's the consecutive, and I'd make them concurrent tasks in order to get more done up front than towards the end.